Welcome back to Crafts and Coffee with Krisandkel. I'm Kel, and today I obviously have a post review for you. When I'm doing post reviews, I always use this diamond painting guide and logbook from Jennifer Roberts, and I will post a link where you can get your book if you don't already have one. So I use this book to go along and as a guide to go over the quality, things like that. So we'll get into that. When I filmed the unboxing of this, I called her Delilah. That was really funny. Her name is actually Dahlia. She is made by or designed by Hannah Lynn. She is a 59 by 42. And of course from Diamond Art Club. She came with 35 colors, including 3 ABs. I did add a lot to bling her up. I'm having so much fun adding special ABs, quad cubes, and jellies from DP with Sparklers. And I worked on this canvas for the month of April 2021 to participate in hashtag Hannathon1 and hashtag P2 Party 2021. So that was a lot of fun. Hannah Lynn is my favorite artist, but it's probably kind of strange that this is the first Hannah Lynn that I have ever worked on. I have many others, but this Dahlia was my first. So let me get into the specifics. The canvas glue was great. I had no issues whatsoever. Symbol clarity was awesome. The darker backgrounds have white letters or symbols and vice versa. So I didn't have any issues with symbol clarity. The drill quality was an issue, and I saved my trash, and as you can see, and I use Harbor Freight containers, a lot of 310. And not to start off with negatives, but there was so much 310 trash that I actually went to a different website and purchased 40 grams of 310. I know I could have called DAC, but there's no guarantee that what they would have sent me would have been any better. So I did want to try a different company. So I do have those for the future. And we'll see how they fit. The design success, duh. I mean, I just love her so much. The experience was fantastic. I'll go into what I did to bling her up in addition to what was already supposed to be. And I am also going to use a magnetic frame and post that at the end so you can see how it looks. Ever since I did Treasures of the Great Outdoors by Chuck Pinson, I had decided to try a magnetic frame for that, and I loved it. I was afraid that it would look quote unquote cheap and take away from the beauty of the canvas, but it did not. It actually highlighted it. So I will show that after. So let's see. Okay, let's start with the firefly in her hair. I'm going to zoom you in and just move the canvas. So I added quad cubes into the firefly. Those quad cubes are from DP with Sparklers, and they may have a variety pack still available, which is what I did. I love having the different colored options. Also, speaking of quad cubes, I added quad cube in each of her eyes. And the quad cube, hence its name, takes up 4 spaces in either a square or a round kit. And I use the clear in her eyes. I love doing that. Ever since Jasmine from Dreamer Designs, I always add a quad cube to the eyes. It just adds so much dimension. Let me zoom back out really quick. I want to show you sort of the layout. So these were the regular drills. I used Harbor Freight containers. I put washi tape on top of each container, and make sure you use a washi tape that is not textured, because if you use a textured washi tape, which I have done, the labels will not stick. They will just come right off. But with the non-textured washi tape, you can just peel these right off whenever you're done. You know, quick de-kitting, and then you can kit back up with another canvas, you know. So these were all the drills, the 35. And these, so I went through my ABs. I use Elizabeth Ward bead storage for my ABs. And I just looked at the canvas colors from the key on the side, and I matched up what I already had in my, sorry for the glare, I'm working with new lighting here. I already had these colors in AB in my storage, so I just did a little post-it note of the symbol on here, so I could easily look at the canvas and say, oh, I have a plus sign. I can switch that out with these pretty pink ABs and hashtag those beautiful ABs. The 333, love the purple. And then these beautiful orange. Oops, I don't know. I guess it fell off. Oh, here it is. Those are temporary. Okay. Then I saved her eyes for last. I'm gonna move this. I saved her eyes for last. I knew I wanted to bling her eyes up. I'm gonna zoom you back in again. I knew I wanted to bling her eyes up. I just wasn't sure how I was gonna do that. So, these aren't the exact colors that were on the kit, but I just looked for greens and blues that were similar for what they called for in the eyes. And I just put in what I thought looked good. The eyes are the window to the soul, right? And Dahlia, I think she has a soul. Anyway. All right. So I think for this flower, I did put in the plus sign ABs. And then I'm going to zoom you. Look at this. Look at the wings of this firefly. I just cannot get enough. So I'm going to zoom you back out and show you what I used for the wings. I knew this firefly is very important. I mean, it takes up a big portion of the canvas. I decided to use square jellies. So I used the pink, these beautiful orange, the green, and these beautiful yellow. And as you can see, again, I put little post-it note, you know, I cut it out with the symbol. I'm trying to make it easy on myself so I can at a glance go, okay, I know what I'm going to use for those symbols. Anything else? I was thinking about using quad cubes here. Anytime I see like 4 together that are like the same color or similar, I had thought about using quad cubes in those, which I could have. I just didn't. I think it's beautiful as it is. So right after this, I am going to show you an aerial view of the canvas itself. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like with the magnetic poster frame on it. And I'm going to hang it up right away. The only other canvas I have hanging up in my house that's not, I had given one away to my daughter, so she has one in her room. But the only other canvas I have hanging up in my house is Jasmine from Dreamer Designs, and it's like right in front of my drafting table. So I'm gonna hang her up close by. And I hope you like this review. So I will be right back. If you could see where I was struggling a little bit was with the edges, because this frame is like a very small fraction smaller than the canvas itself. These come in whole inch sizes, so I got the one that was closest to this. And so besides cutting off the whole, both sides, I cut, a little bit of the bottom and top so that you cannot see any white hanging over the sides. And then what I always do after framing, or in the process of framing, is I cut off one of the keys and I glue it to the back. And that is because if any of these do end up popping off, falling out, what have you, I will know right away how to replace it, and I don't even have to look it up or think about it. So I will be gluing this onto the back, and that's Dahlia with a black frame. And when I frame it, I always put the string to the back. And with really heavy canvases, you will want to glue these if this is your permanent framing method for that canvas. Treasures of the Great Outdoors, I did need to glue. This one, I'm not sure. I think I did even glue Jasmine. This one, what you do is you just try it. And if it starts slipping, then you know it needs some adhesive. But this is my go-to method. I love still being able to feel the canvas. I know a lot of people like to cover with, glass and frames and all of that, which is fine. this is my preferred method. I don't want the frame to overpower the work of art itself. And that's important to me. Like, she is everything. These are just a method for her to hang on the wall. Looking at the canvas really closely, I saw a couple drills still sticking up. So I have my handy dandy roller that I go over my whole canvas with. And sometimes you can hear popping as it clicks a couple that didn't quite get in. So I do that usually before the frame, but it is what it is. And I do love, you know, just like feeling the canvas too. A lot of times you can, I call it petting the canvas. It's, you know, it's what I do. But you can feel the popping drills. Not that they're popping, but maybe I didn't press hard enough when I was putting them in. So, and then last but not least, I take an old toothbrush, an old clean toothbrush, and this is to get off any wax that may have been left on the canvas from your drill pen. I don't know if it shines it or not, but I like doing that. So that is just my take, but I hope you enjoyed this video. And please leave a comment below if you have any thoughts. Oh, and another thing I did think of after I was filming the post-review portion was that I did add ABs to this part of her cheek. I think it looks fine, you know. I think it looks good. I'm happy with it. I'm gonna leave it. I may not do that in the future Hannah Lynn's that I have, but I wanted to try it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want more information on framing, we do have a framing video coming out where we frame a canvas that Chris did for her daughter and her newborn baby. So look forward to that, and that will be up shortly. All right, thank you, crafters.